everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I come on here and I play creative coach for you. Well, I am a creative coach, but I do play as well. Sorry, just moving two things. I come on here and make cards and other things, and I am here to inspire you to create and show you the Stampin' Up! Products. And I would love it if you're in Australia, if you purchase from me. I do have shop link in the comments below. I've also popped it in the chat box. It is 12 noon, Donna. So it's noon, so it's definitely afternoon. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. I was about to say, as you pop in, I would love you to give me a thumbs up. Those who are subscribers can comment in my live comment section while we're going. I do often, always, call for audience participation, so I love having you guys there. I did have to make my chat subscriber only after we had some trolls over a number of weeks. Hey Shaz. And I worked out that I could change my live chat to subscriber only. So if you subscribe now, I think the lockout is 5 minutes, and then you shall be able to comment live, which is fantastic. So this week I have been playing with the beautifully happy set. Hey Dawn, how are you? Who else have I missed? Hey Corinne, thanks for sharing. Hi Jan, everyone's coming in. Make lots of noise in your life. You do make a lot of noise. Yes, I will grant you that. Beautifully happy stamp set. This is a stamp set that you can earn free during Sale-a-bration. We are in the last couple of weeks of Sale-a-bration, and this is an item that you can earn for $180 Australian dollar order. That was far too many dollars in a sentence, but you guys get it. So on Tuesday, if you haven't checked out my Tuesday video, I made this card. There is some shimmer there in that gold and in the sparkles. I made this card using fancy flora paper, the stamp set, deckled rectangle dies, stylish shapes dies, and the iridescent pastel pearls and the fine shimmer paper, which is a bit gorgeous. Actually, the paper might work again today, because one of the colors in the designer series paper I have chosen is in the fine shimmer. I'm having ideas. I was talking to Cheryl a little bit ago. I went, I have no idea what I'm doing today, except for I've got the stamp set and I want to show you. Sorry, get my hair out of my mouth. My daughter is good. Oh, Shaz. My daughter is good, but yes, Shaz, how is your daughter? Hey, Georgiana, long time no speak. Yeah, Shaz, please tell us in the comments. Oh, thanks, Cheryl, for sharing. I appreciate that. I wanted to show you, and I meant to show you the other day, I had previously made another card, and this card went out to my customers when I sent them out their catalogs. And the technique I used on this card, I want to share with you today. So I've used just simple stamping on the card, but this little section here that we spoke about on Tuesday's video, that in the other card I use colored pencils, I actually use Stampin' Right markers to color that in, and I think it turned out really, really well. So I'm going to show you that today, and I use some of the pearls in the mini catalog. So yes, hello Mr. Linda, hello Miss Margine, how are you? So that also is not the card we're making today. I've already got our ink pads because we're using the lovely in linen paper. So this is in our annual catalog. And I thought I'm just going to grab it out because I want to use something different. And I think these flowers definitely do work with the flowers in here. They're not the same, but I think they're similar enough that you won't notice how different they are. So the colors that I've got out, I may make 2 cards, I don't know, but the colors I've got out are Night of Navy, Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, and Sweet Sorbet. So they are the colors in the designer series paper. Hello, Miss Glenna. Glenna, I'm so sorry I didn't use any dottage last card on Tuesday. Because we've got dottage in this set, I will use dottage today, especially because you're here. In honor of Glenna, dottage will be used. I think I need to flip around. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Shaz. She is in my thoughts. We will flip around and I'll show you the paper. I'm going to see what piques my interest and what I'm kind of thinking that I want to use more than one pattern. So I'll see. Thank you, Glenna. Thank you. I kind of want to see what will work together and go from there. So I have to get it out, look at it, percolate, do all those things, but I'll percolate with you and you will hear the gears grinding in my head. So flip around. Who has the lovely In Linen designer series paper? Because it's a bit of a sleeper. It's nice and colourful, bit different. It's got some nice damask designs. Ooh, my phone went in the holder without too much struggle today. I'm a bit happy about that. Okay, I am going to just see you do, Cheryl. Very good. Maybe you can grab it out and play along. Comfortable, Mr. Woodbridge? Comfortable? David's on partial holidays at the moment and he's just lying on the lounge. Oh, you're a no to the paper. Okay. He's just like legs out on the recliner. He is as happy as a pig in mud. I think I went too far. We shall see. Maybe just a titch. I don't know. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it right there. Let's see. Yep. Let's just leave it. Let's just do... I'm also dealing with my phone holder, with the fact that it's broken. Actually, I'm going to add that to my list of things to do. My list of things to do today, because I've got it up on the website and I just need to order it. Yay, Candy, hi, how are you? Everyone's here today. Oh, calico material, rightio. Now, order phone holder. Order phone holder, because every time I've looked at it, it's been quite late and their website isn't working for me, so I think I actually have to ring them to order it. So there you go. Okay, beautifully happy. I know I want to use this image, do my two-step stamping. That is all wonderful and good. So I know I want to do that, but what papers are we using? So Lovely in Linen, as I said, in the annual catalogue. So I do like this because it's got all the colors in it. And we have this beautiful navy blue. That's my little packet for any cut down pieces. Oh, see, I really like that pale papaya. This is good. That'd be good for a masculine card, but I'm loving that as like the background. So I'll pop that one to the side. Nice geometric tile. Ooh, that one's a bit nice too. So nice sweet sorbet. What have we got? Oh, another great masculine. I kind of had forgotten about this set. So this is more of a textile print. Oh, nice crosshatch, another great masculine. Ooh, I'm liking this one. I'm liking that one. So like a quatrefoil, is it? Quatrefoil? Wallpapers, yes. Ooh, this is very modern. The soft succulent. Ooh, I like both sides. But let me do some layering. Do you know what? I almost want this as the background and then this on top, because this is the bolder pattern, and then this on top, and then our stamping. I may want to add a third, which, no, maybe I don't. I was actually thinking I was going to use this, but I don't think I am. Flowers or no flowers? Let's do a poll. A quick poll to get us started. Oh. Don't answer in the chat. Do the poll. Do the poll. Right. And I want to change this. Live chat. Right, just so I don't miss anything. So, answer my poll. Everyone's saying no so far, 50-50. I love watching these polls go. Oh, no, I just want to see the poll. Yes, no. Okay. So, I'm going to put these other three patterns away just while you guys are having your thing. Yes and no. Okay. Have I had 13? I haven't had all of you vote. I've only 7 votes. There are 13 of you here. I want at least 9 opinions. There's 8 opinions. Yes, really. 75 say yes, 25 say no. Okay, because look, it does work because it's got the nice big bold. I'm just not sure how I'd use it. I think I'd use it in a smaller piece. I can make this work. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Thank you very much for that. Not quite what I was after, but that's okay. We can make these 3 work. So let's just put the paper to the side. I've got a craft lunch forming and we haven't even started yet. You're on your bike. You didn't see the poll. Oh, hello, Cindy. Okay, Cindy, you should have been paying my bills earlier because I paid all my bills earlier. Okay, so card front. So card front size, which is 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 of an inch smaller than whatever card front size you are using. I am obviously using a metric one or A4. Now, I always have a medium-sized envelope. So then, if I can open it, because it feels like a brand new one. So I can just go like so. And then in my file that I keep my paper, all my little scrappy scraps that are smaller than a card front size, go in here so they're all together. Oh, bells, not bills. Bells. Yes, I knew she was going to Belle's choir. I did know that fact. Look at me not reading it properly. Bells. Oh my dear word. Yes, I can understand it's hard to type. Hell's bells. Damn. I would have appreciated my bills being paid for though. It's payday, you see. So all of the money has been distributed. Food shopping has been completed. And what colour is the background? It is definitely white. Definitely white. Yeah, that one's definitely white, so I don't think we can get away with the vanilla. So, time to do some stamping. I am just going to leave that there for reference, because it kind of gives me an idea. We're going to stamp in Night of Navy today, I think, onto white. And I'm going to put my Buzzy Bee back. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Oh, I can't wait for you to participate in the Christmas Stampathon, Kathy. That would be great. Who are we killing? Oh, hell's bells. No, we're not killing anyone. We're not killing any ink pads or stamp sets. Not doing any killing here. We are a peaceful, kind people. And yes, we may annoy each other a lot, but we are a peaceful, kind people. Okay, I'm just grabbing, actually, I did have one yesterday. It's probably still sitting on my desk. I had a perfect piece. Now, where are those? Basic white. Now, I need... There's already stuff on the floor. And that's vanilla. That's not going to help me. Right. Have you seen that I am doing classes a little bit differently starting this month? No, I don't even have a piece big enough. I am making it so my amazing peeps overseas are able to participate. So from my classes, let me have a drink of water and get rid of this frog. I am still going to be having my in-person class. And if you buy the bundle that I'll be using, which is a two-tone flora, you get class for free. Also, if you... I'm wondering if this is a little dry. No, there we go. And if you do the class from home and I send you both options, I'll give you a kit of the consumable supplies that you require. You can do it from the comfort of your home. And $30, or if you buy the bundle from me, it is free. I love using Night of Navy, but I also have a $10 option, and that is for people who aren't in Australia. You can purchase the PDF. These aren't the ones I want. The PDF and videos for my cards, and make them at your leisure. Sorry, I had a kit I took to karate last night with some of my tools in it. So for $10 Australian, you can get access to the PDFs 3, maybe 4 videos. So the PDFs are a supply list and the videos are the tutorial. So I'll give you a supply list of what we used and the sizes. So yeah. Oh yes, I did put sneak peek photo of 2 of the cards. Truthfully, haven't made the 3rd card yet. Know what I want to make, but I don't know quite what that will look like yet. Well, look, my messy mat gives you a bit of an idea of what colours we are using and what I was getting up to. So, from this piece of paper, I am going to do the 3 flowers here in soft sorbet. Or sweet sorbet, sorry. And I think I'm going to stamp off. I think the true sweet sorbet, I'm going to do it here first, but I think full strength sweet sorbet may be a little too strong. So let's just have a look. And it is distinctive stamping. So do you know what? I like it full strength. It's not quite as dark as what I thought it'd be. So let's use full strength. Pop that out of the way. It's just getting in the way. So I line up the circle in the middle of the flower and I lift it up. Oh, that sweet sorbet is gorgeous. Okay, clean my stamp. I'm going to try and be diligent today. Clean my stamp. Okay, all clean. Yes, it's stained. That is fine. That's what red ink does. Oh, Delinda, I do hope you participate in the PDF. So the even if you pay for the class, the video and PDF version, they are not ready yet. But I will be sending them out next week. The week of the 20th, I will be sending those out. So yes, all good. I'm glad you like that. Now for the leaves, I've got the choice. And let's bring these 2 back in. So I've got the papaya and I want to use, do you know what? This is going to be interesting because I don't have the marker in what I want to do here, so I'm going to have to think of a different way to do it, but I just thought of how I'm going to do it because I don't have the markers in colors, but we'll find a way. I can use soft succulent or evening evergreen in these leaves, so I am going to do another pole. Sorry, I've got to type it out twice because it's not a yes or no answer. And ask. Okay, Cheryl, tell me if you can see the poll now. This is what I want you to know. I do, and I used the coloured pencils on Tuesday in my Tuesday video candy. I used them there, and I did want to show something a bit different today. I did want to show using the markers, but actually what I think I'm going to use is, it's going to be the same technique, but I'm going to use the blender pen instead of the markers. You did and you voted. Awesome. Let's check this. Oh, we are definitely in soft succulent territory. unless something major changes. I'm up to 7 votes. There are more of you now. There are 18 of us here now. I am one of those people because I'm watching my replay. So, yes. But that's okay. Let's grab out our leaves. And I am going to check again because we've used, and these are darker colours to what we used on our Tuesday card. Our Tuesday card was quite soft. The Flora paper is very, I was trying to think. Yes, that's what I just said, Glenna. I'm going to use a blender pen. Although I think most of my blender pens are dry, I really only need to transfer the ink. Yes, okay, we are not going to stamp this off. And I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this either. Okay, that is not perfect. I am a little misaligned downwards here. This one's perfect, but the other one's a bit misaligned. But I actually don't mind the look. Okay, so give that a clean because we're only using the stamps once. I am thinking in my head, thinking where we're going, what we're doing. Oh, thank you, Glenna. And I am going to end that poll. 12 volts. 12 volts. Oh my God. 12 votes. Thank you. Always appreciate your opinions. Oh, I also better get this out in anticipation of Glenna. So, sorry about that sound. That was just our lock on our front door. David's testing things. Unlocking and locking the front door. Okay, so this little image here, I spoke about it on Tuesday. It represents the leaves, the bottom of the flowers, and all the buds. So technically, they are all the same colour. Note we say technically. So you can see that fits just there. Now, do I have my blender pen in my little carousel? Yes, I do. So technically, that's what it works for. But that's right, Kathy, we don't have to be perfect with two-step stamping at all. So technically, that's what you would do. I personally, and I will show you, these are rejects for my card the other day. So you can see I use Petal Pink here, and I think it really draws your eye up to there, and you're not really seeing the whole image, you're seeing this splodge of colour. It's my only pet peeve, and this one I think I coloured in with coloured pencils, but it didn't work for what I was doing. But I still do, I love these two, and this one I'd probably just go in and colour over the Petal Pink with green, and that would make this one absolutely perfect. And of course add centres, but we do also have the stamp for the centre, but I'll probably just freehand colour it in today. Okay, so I definitely need my soft succulent, and I'm just going to get a tiny bit on the corner of this block, and I want my buds to be pale papaya. So I'm not sure if we're going to use Evening Evergreen on this card today, but I've got it out just in case. I'm not forgetting you, Glenna, don't worry. And I've got some pale papaya, so when I put that block down, you can see the colours that I have. I'm just going to I've just got a fan going beside me and I don't want the fan to be going. So this is a colorless blender. Nothing is coming out at all. So it is basically a medium for adding color. So these are going to turn out much, much lighter than what we would have with normal stamping, and that's okay. So, and I've got one more leaf with my soft succulent here. I may just go over everything again, give it a little pounce. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's handmade. Now, to get this ink out, I am just going to scribble, scribble, scribble. And look, I'm going to show you that that has no ink on it, despite the fact I've got ink on this from elsewhere. So now I'm going to grab, this is the same end, I haven't changed it. I'm going to grab the pale papaya and colour in our buds. I've ruined this whole piece of paper, but hey, that's okay. And I'm going to cheat and just grab some directly off the corner of the ink pad here. You can do that. Okay, so you can see I have that all inked up. Oh God, I grabbed way too much ink. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Oh God. Okay, that is clean. That is, I'm just going to do one final check because yep, I thought there was just a little bit more. So this just is, it's damp. It's got a special blending solution in it. So because I didn't have these Stampin' Right markers, I can make the markers up myself. So this is drying out rapidly. It's fine. It can dry because, oh, thank you, Shaz. Hey, Maria. Because this is drying and we haven't used the actual ink pad, we're going to have to huff on it. Let me tell you, you cannot huff without sound. So if you do not like the sound of someone going, please just mute me for a second and that's fine. But I'm going to huff on it a couple of times and stamp it up here. Okay, and you'll probably also be able to see I did fog up the block for a second as well with my huffing. So you can see now that everything goes together. Colour is all in the right place. Although I did need this marker again because I want to just use a titch of pale papaya in the middle. And as you can see, it's a lot darker now. I wasn't very careful there because using the, what's colour? The Night of Navy, it does actually bleed just a little bit. Now, I do want a bit of a lighter colour. There we go. And I'm just going to very lightly colour in this stem. Now, if I wanted to, I could go along those edges that I missed. I could also, just while I've got the tinsiest bit of ink, just make these leaves. This is getting lighter and lighter. Because there's no ink to rehydrate it, you do get it going lighter and lighter. And that is now clean. The nibs do stain on our blender pens, but as you can see, that just scribbled off to no colour. So love the blender pens, and you buy them in a set of 3. This is looking very Christmassy, and that was not my intention at all. I had no intentions to make this look Christmassy, but I'm looking at it and it's feeling Christmassy. Anyone else with me? I mean, red flowers aren't inherently Christmassy, but okay, ink pads are closed. Now I've got to work out how I'm cutting this, but what I want to do first is just very quickly clean these. Oh, look at that perfect stamping as I clean it. Now flip it over, give it a twist, and that is all clean. And this one's all clean. And then I'm definitely going to clean off both sides of my block that I used as a palette. That is done. You don't see it. You think it does look like Christmas Carol. Hi Carol, how are you? No, it's very pretty. I think it's very pretty too. I think once we start layering the paper, that is going to take away the Christmas of it. Now, I want a die that's going to be quite snug to this. I don't want as much, and I'll show you. I don't want as much space. I want to see if I can get this a little snugger, and I'm going to use my unstitched rectangles because we're going to have so much pattern in the designer series papers. I just want to keep it I want to keep any other patterns simple. Now, thinking this one, if it will come up. No, definitely no. Okay, kind of didn't want this next one up, but let's see if it is snug. Okay, that is snug, and if I just cut off a bit at the bottom, I can still put some dottage in there for Glenna, and I think we're all hunky-dory. Right, okay, just going to snip off the excess here, and we're going to use our mini machine. So you can still get, our mini machine as part of our starter kit if you join before join as a demonstrator, that is before the end of February. So you get $315 worth of value in your kit, and for $210 you either get the classic white mini machine or the boho blue in your kit, and $315 worth of products of your choice. So awesome deal. And yeah, I love the deal that's happening. So I'm kind of, sorry, just, it doesn't matter if it's straight. I'm just trying to get some spacing that I'm happy with. And I'm happy with that, very happy. So my machine let me down last night. So it's because it's not on an angle. Okay, let's try again. Ah, you were watching Lisa. Hey Vic, how are you? Okay, now let's pop this on an angle, and hopefully it will now go through, because it just picks up that corner. Oh, it is really being mean and rude. Okay, smaller. I'm going to have to leave this here and do a very stealthy swap over. It's okay. Hey, Roz, how are you? You're frozen. I'm okay on mine. Am I frozen for anyone else? Yeah, the weather ain't great today. Definitely not. But my replay is looking fine. My end. Okay, so let's do a bit of a stealthy shift because it is partially cut already at the top. So I'm just trying to cut this without it moving. You're okay there, thank you, Miss D. Okay, right, perfect. Sometimes you need to use like smaller dies than this in the mini machine. Sometimes the dies are just not happy, and that's okay. I thought it may happen, but I just wanted to use the mini machine. But you use the grey plate for die cutting? Really? The grey plate is for embossing. I've not heard of that because that isn't the sandwich. Sometimes if it's too light to crank, yeah, it's all good. Then it works fine. That's a good tip, Kathy. I will endeavour to remember that. It's fine. It only took me a second to swap it over. You learn a new thing every day. So I'm definitely going to want to put this on this side because we've got this nice open space here. But Glenna, I know I owe you some dottage and I'm actually going to add it right now. So then we know the dottage is on there. And if I need additional dottage, I can add it there. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually liking a little bit there. And I'm loving how I can nest it right in. Like I can nest it right in there. And then this one, I can nest it right in here. So I don't want too much, but I do want a little bit more up the top. So I'm being mindful that I don't want too much, but I want it to be purposeful. So like 3 places. So getting right in there. And I think I just need the tinsiest bit along here. So I'm connecting both of that. I am really, really happy with that. Some of the dottage I had seen with this stamp, I'd sort of gone, but I'm happy with that. And we've still got some spaces for our eye to rest. Now, where did I put my scissors? Because I did not put them back. I don't know. They've gone missing. They're MIA. No, they're over here. Leaving this kind of ink pad open, even though I probably will use it for the sentiment, is just not a smart idea. Close. Awesome. And that can go over there, and I will clean that later. So that's the end of the messy stamping for the moment. Now, for those playing at home, I better be smart and put this away, otherwise I could have a cascade of dies everywhere, and that is not what we want. Okay. Away and secure. Ah, Carol, that is very, very interesting about the grey plate. Oh, it's not letting me scroll up. There we go. Okay, how very interesting. Oh, you're waiting patiently for the dottage. You're hilarious, Glenna. Love it. So now we've got our two other patterns that we would like to add. Now, I'm just going to work out how I would like to add them. Like, would I like to know? I'm just seeing if I wanted to directly mat them. And no, okay. So I'm using them in a different way. Do you know what? Maybe just putting 2 strips across underneath may look really, really nice. I think I'm going to try that one first, because I was dibbering on my design. So if we've got this piece, this stamped piece is sitting at about 4 inches, just a titch under 4 inches. So 1.5 and 1.5 is 3. Is that too wide? I'm going to make 1-inch strips. Okay. Just 1 inch. So having 2 1-inch strips. And I do want the damask to go in this direction, so I am cutting it in the correct direction. Okay. They can go there, this can go up here. Right. So I am just playing at the moment. Oh, other way. I think they may need to be, because they're, I think if I'm going to use them like that, they are going to have to be on Night of Navy, because they're just blending. They haven't got any definition against that designer series paper at the back. So I do have some strips here, just my scrap, and bring down my tray again. Let's just go 1 and just let me look here. 1 and 1/8 may be enough, of course, as I move it. So 1 and 1/8. Oh, did it again. Please pray for me. Right. I'm going to trial it first before I cut. Oh no, this piece will do for both anyway, because it's long enough. So what I might do is already cut this to 10 and cut this piece to 10. Then we can do a proper trial. If not, I have some small strips of paper, and that is okay. 100% works. It normally works. It's just the size of this didn't want to play nicely. So, interesting. Good to know. So, that there. So we're just laying it out because you can still see plenty of the other design top and bottom. This is not playing nicely. So see now that you've got that little bit, and it really isn't much of a border at all, but you can see how the paper just doesn't blend anymore. Oops. Okay, yes, absolutely needed to be matted like that. Do I need a navy matte on this stamped piece? I'm going to look at sentiment. So do I need a navy matte on my beautifully happy piece? I'm looking at sentiments as well. I think I like the thank you. I think I really, really do. It's very simple, but I kind of want it on a different piece. I could introduce a circle at this point, which kind of makes me think, do I stamp on this paper, cut out the circle and have 2 strips of this one? Hello, Janine. How are you? Yes to matte, no to navy. Yes to matte, yes, put a matte for consistency. Okay, which means I'm going to need stitch rectangles again because I want all the rectangles to match. And then I think I'm going to put 2 strips of this and then stamp on this one, I think. So, because we're still seeing plenty of this paper. Is this the one I used? Correct. So next, do you know what? I want a smaller mat than this. So, sorry, changed my mind. Woman's prerogative. The idea is now coming, which I like. I thought I may bang out 2 cards today, but alas, that is not the plan. Put my thank you on a block because I know I'm going to use it. Do I have a big enough or wide enough scrap? Yes, I do. Oh, damn. It's had a weird cut in it. Damn, damn, damn. Okay. Not going to work. Yes. Oh, thank you. And we're not even finished yet, Janine. So these are, look, I'm already making an executive decision and going with Night of Navy card base, but I do need to cut into a full piece to get this little mat that I want. I'm taking out more than 2 pieces. Jeez Louise. Apologising to any Louises that may watch this in the future. Right. And it came all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In and done. That counting saved me from saying some Sunday words, as Miss Cindy would say. Oh no. Let's see if I can get this without an avalanche. A card went on the floor, but that's the least of my problems. Okay. Done. And of course, there's going to be some dimension. It's going to be a busy but a pretty card. So I really am kind of trusting myself here that I can get this cutting even. So I'm going to pop that to the side to dry. I'm not using this, so that can go to the side. I need to cut this piece into two 10cm. Doesn't matter if they're a bit longer, as long as they are not shorter pieces. So I don't need that. Two pieces, right. And this particular pattern, the flower pattern, is the pattern that's going to bring together all of the colours that we're using. Except, as I said, we haven't really used Evening Evergreen because we didn't need it. I think using the 4 colours we did was enough. I think 5 colours may have been a bit overkill, but that's okay. Hey Cindy, how are you? Oh Cindy, please go back and watch the replay once we're done. Had some fun colouring. We had some polls, so you can see if you agree with the polls. We were talking about my new class structure that you guys who aren't in Australia will be able to play along with my classes now, because I will be selling the video tutorials and a supply PDF each month, and they will stay available. So it's not going to be I'll take it off after a month. Those products will still be available. So lots and lots of fun is happening here. So the class that I have going this month is the two-tone Flora. So that's the bundle that we're using. I've already had a whole lot of fun with it, and I adore the 2 cards I've made so far. The 3rd card is in my brain, just not yet made, but it's definitely in my brain, ready to rock and roll. And if people can make it in person or live in Australia and would like a card kit sent to them and they can complete the cards, if you order the bundle from me, it is totally free. So that's good. Sorry, concentrating here. Snip, snip. Okay, now I think if I add any ribbon to this card, we may just implode because we've got so much pattern. I don't think we need ribbon. Sorry, I just had my hand on this and I was wondering in my head where it was. So we can definitely pop this down. I love this part of a card where you've laid it out and you've gone, yep, that's right. And then you actually stick it all down and it's what you thought about. Oh, that dark card base, perfection. Because it matches the blue on the outside of the quatrefoil pieces. And we've just got everything matching and matted on that navy. So it just gives everything definition. So they're going there. Now, I know I haven't done my thank you yet, but I just want to cut this piece, we're getting there. Considering we started with nothing, I think we're going very, very well. Oh, I didn't even cut that too thin. Maybe it's a titch crooked, but not too shabby. Because we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for a completed handmade card. Okay, now, I know I'll need that again, but I need to get it up and out of my space. Okay, there and there. Popping this there, and the circle with the thank you there will be perfect. You know what? I could have added a bee, but I may grab out my brush butterflies, maybe, or maybe I can use my pastel gems because you've got that gold hue in the papaya. But anyway, we digress. I need my stitched shapes because I want the circle to have matching stitch lines. So, Dainty Delight, layering circles, no, stylish shapes, the ones I always use. I can always depend on them. Oh, perfect. Oh, you're loving this bundle. That's great. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Vicky, you can participate as well. You can definitely buy the, if you've already got the bundle and you don't want the class kit, you can definitely just buy the $10 PDF and video tutorial. And I'm already thinking of doing a bonus video, so it won't just be 3 cards. You'll get a bonus video for 4 cards as well. So there'll be 4 videos, but only 3. Yeah, there'll be 4 videos, but you'll only have 3 card kits. So yes, now I need my little tool. I'm thinking, I know which size I want to use. Oh no, that sizing's quite nice. I'm just going to check the next size down. It is a bit squishy. So we're going to go the size up, which means we will just see more of this damask pattern, which is beautiful, and it is the quietest of our 3 patterns, because if you use 3 patterns that have exactly the same strength of busyness, they really compete with each other. So my busy pattern, which is the flowers, I have used just a little bit. So I think this one, I've got a real thing with my ink pads at the moment. Basically, all of them need re-inking. Leave it there for a few seconds for all the ink to transfer. Perfect. Cannot fault that one at all. Do not drop the ink pad. Close it safely. And then I am going to... Where did those big scissors go? I don't... they're here. They're here. So I am just going to do a fairly generous cut. I'm pretty sure that was, yes, that was generous enough without cutting away too much, and you're still getting a lot of that pattern. I know it's not symmetrical, but it works. Okay, so everyone, I am going to try your trick. I need to ask, am I using the dark grey or the light grey? So you tell me, am I using dark grey or light grey? And I'm going to try everyone's idea and recommendation. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Yeah, well, it is. It is. So I'm just trying it out. I know a lot of people from overseas want to participate in my classes, and this is the thicker of the two, Cindy. Okay. Oh, the thicker of the two is absolutely the light grey. And that's for, it says for standard embossing folders. Let's give this a red hot go. Although I'm not using one of the tricky shapes, but we shall see. Just line this up appropriately. I think that's good. So I angle it in and then I jam it down. That picked up beautifully, may I say. Picked up lovely. Okay, I'm going to keep experimenting with the grey plate on all of your advice. Yes, everyone. Oh, yes, light grey. Thank you, Candy. Yes, I'm going to do it and see what yeah, how very, I'm going to give it a go. Give it a go, and then I will start recommending it if it works. Oh, you saw the invite, Vicky. Fantastic. Yeah, and I did a video last night explaining the class, so if it doesn't quite make sense, I did do a video here on, I did upload it to YouTube last night, so I'm trying to work out. I'm just going to have to stick it down. I need to make some commitments. It's not perfect. It's handmade. Make some commitments. Thank God the flowers don't have to be a certain way. And we actually have some great lining up points for us. Like we've got these little circles all the way through. So we can make sure that everything is perfect. And then I don't think I'm going to leave too much in between. Just going to have a look here, because if I put one down, yeah, I can pull that up further. Okay. It's going. And the last thing, and I don't have Jodie here today, I've got to work out my embellishment. I know I'm going to want something fairly, I know, I actually have some Night of Navy embellishments. And they aren't sparkly, they're shiny, but they're not, they're of the non-sparkle variety. Perfect. This is going to go on dimensionals. This is going to go right here. So we're not covering up any of Glenna's, none of Glenna's dottage. And we've still got some, space there. Now, whilst it may look like dead space, it's space for your eye to rest. So the ones I am thinking of using are these, and what are they called? Enamel Dot Essentials. So they're in white, crumb cake, and Night of Navy. Or I've got Night of Navy, although they're not quite as dark. Let me keep looking, seeing. Oh, see, I've got the pale papaya opal rounds. Can't use black. I mean, I could, but we haven't used black. Oh, I've also got, no, they're not quite the right colour, the Milky Dots. And they do say they're navy. So I've got Milky Dots. Love having navy options. Or I've got that gold in the iridescent pastel gems. Oh my dear word. I'm not putting up a poll for this. Right. I think navy, I think I've got like way enough navy here. So I think, looking at it, I'm going to eliminate my navy options. I can bring in the champagne rhinestones because colour-wise they will work. So while I put on dimensionals, and my dimensionals are right here, I'll let you guys have a, you like the champagne, Janine, okay. I don't mind the champagne either, actually. It's always, it's got that goldy, coppery, yellowy look. Rhinestones work too, okay. Because I was thinking, because these are the pale papaya, and of course the gold is so neutral. So, but I'm happy to do champagne. I mean, am I going to drink a glass of champagne at 1:12 in the afternoon? No, there isn't quite enough cause to enjoy that, but it's all okay. Okay, my little rubbish bin. That is a coaster holder. It's just silicone. I love it. I could have used that with my hot glue gun on Friday night. Geez, I'm a dill. I'm an absolute dill. That would have been perfect. But anyway. Okay. Right. I was making an upside down card, guys. Seriously. This card was going to be an upside down card. Now, I know I also need a card insert. That went down rather easy. Okay. It doesn't look straight, but it is straight. Okay, now, so I've just got to line these up. So I'm going to add them in a weird way. No, I'm not. It's all okay. I'm going to pop one there. And I'm going to double them up because I do want the thank you to sit higher than the stamped flower panel. So oh, come off, please. Okay, double dimensionals, and then we'll add a single, and then everything will end up being the same height. So I'm not trying to do something weird, I'm trying to do something smart. Oh, gold pastel. No, more people have said champagne. No confusing me. Hey, Diane, how are you? Looking good on the mat. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I went with that navy mat as well. It just gives everything its time to shine. Often I don't use mattes, but for this it was definitely needed. Okay, sorry, I just got the shakes there for a second, so I took a nice deep breath. Now, I like using this designer series paper where I have, because we're intersecting all three elements, and it's kind of got that coming together kind of element. I wouldn't have minded it a bit further over, but that is not to be. It is where it is. Okay, now I can change my mind at this point. If I do not like these rhinestones, I can definitely change our mind. Okay, they don't look bad, but I'm thinking I need one right there. I know I coloured it in earlier, but I just had to. I think with the dottage, we don't need any other bling. Just bear with me, because this is a special card. No, too much adding the 5th. Don't need the 5th, but I like the 3 at the bottom, because we do technically have 5. We've got the 4 here and then the 1 in the middle. Pretty, thank you. I'm glad you like. Now, what is TPA in Florida? I'm not very good with my American geography. Actually, I'm pretty crap, but that's okay. Okay, the gold pastel gems would have worked quite as well. Wake up, Louisa. She's puppy dreaming. Oh, now, the one thing I would add to this is... she's still going. Louisa! There you go, she's stopped now. Sorry to make that quite loud. I need to add an insert to the inside of the card, because it's going to be quite hard to write in there. So if I hadn't have cleaned my stamps, I could definitely add one of the stamps on the inside, or a stamped off of this one right in the middle, and then you can write over it. So, oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like it. So what did we use today? We didn't use too much. We used the stitch rectangle dies that definitely need to go on the bottom. We used a blender brush. We use the lovely linen designer series paper. I'm not going to bring it in because I will cause an absolute avalanche. We did also use the champagne rhinestones blender pen. Oh, we used the stylish shapes dies that I now don't know where they are. Oopsie days. Oh, yes, I do. Under designer series paper. Are we surprised? No, we are not surprised that it went AWOL. So, did some colouring. In the absence of having Stampin' Write markers, I individually coloured this stamp up here with ink and the blender pen, and then we huffed on it and stamped it. So that was a different way to multicolour this image here, which is one image together. We did 2-step stamping, no stamping off today because we had that vibrancy of all those colours in the designer series paper. We used dottage for Glenna, so tick, 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 and I showed you that we can use some designer series paper that is a bit in your face, but we used it in different percentages. So we use the background because I really like the quatrefoil. We use the busiest one in 2 strips as an anchor for our main image, and then the pale papaya damask just for the sentiment, and brought it all together with the champagne gems. So if you require these products, the Beautifully Happy you can earn with it's level 2, so in Australia it's a $180 order. You can earn the Beautifully Happy stamp set, and all the other products are in our annual catalogue, and you can find them in my online store, and the link is in the description box, or it's actually pinned in the chat. So thank you so much for joining me. If you missed me talking about my classes over on my Facebook page, and I'll add the link here below. I do have some classes coming up if anyone is interested, and we are using the 2-tone Flora bundle for those classes. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be finalising my class on the weekend, which is exciting, and I shall see you next Tuesday over on Facebook at 12 noon. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, guys. Bye.